Sir, if you could just sign in,
My name
please.
is Robert Serafini.
Welcome,
I'm
sir.
I'm a resident of Monroeville.
Very good.
I will sign it. My question has to do with second motion on tonight's agenda about Bel Air Pool. That was sort of pushed around last week a little bit, but could someone elaborate a little bit more on that? I mean, I understand the Turnpike Commission is taking care of the pool and stuff like that, but is there no other way we can get around this? What I was saying, instead of selling the land, can we not get them to put a pool somewhere in Monroeville? It's sort of like a swap? Because there's no other place in Monroeville.
Oh, there's 100.
There's a lot of local pools.
Yeah.
But I mean, nothing like Bel Air. I mean, you know,
Yeah, but they
Yeah, all
just
the
take it
local
from
pools
us.
are like that, Bob.
Well, the cost, I mean, it's a challenge for, to a new facility, a new pool. It would be quite expensive.
yes, yes.
But I don't believe that would be something that Turnpike would entertain.
You don't think they would go for something like
No.
rip one down and put another one in somewhere, like in one of our parks?
I have to ask, is it a mandatory sell?
Well,
they
if we
can
don't
take
sell
it.
it, it's eminent domain.
They'll take it
Eminent
eminent
domain.
domain for nothing.
Okay.
Because they
Just
did, I
asking.
just asked Paul over there, and they did the same thing to the one in Penn Hills. And I was wondering,
What they do in Penn Hill.
Yeah, they did, by the,
By the center.
Plum Aqua.
near the
Private
driving
pool,
range
Plum
and over
Aqua
there.
Club. Yeah,
near the Willow
that's
driving
gone.
range.
They tore it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's all-
gone.
because the Turnpike took it.
Yeah.
That was actually in Plum.
Yep,
Is
Yeah, that
somewhere
wasn't Penn Hills, that was Plum.
that is Plum.
Right.
right across from the
Yeah.
Irregardless.
From
club?
the VFW, yeah, that's Plum, was
Yeah,
Plum
Plum
Aqua.
Plum.
They
Okay.
took Plum Aqua
Well, I
and the
mean,
driving
is-
range on the other side.
And the
Is this
driveway.
sort of like a done deal type thing for the Bel Air?
Pretty
I mean, that we have to get rid of it and everything else?
Either that, Bob, or they'll take it by
I
eminent.
believe it is a done deal, in my
I
opinion.
mean, there's nothing, like I said, this is going to be money, I don't know where now you guys are going to put it, but.
Well, we don't make any money on the pool. We break even, so the
He's
cost that we
talking
put
about on
out.
the sale.
On the sale.
Oh,
No,
no,
no.
there's a lot of infrastructure, and we can work
But
that
I
into
like-
our budget.
I'd like to see something done with it other than paying some bills. I'd like to see something done for the public. in
I agree with you. I
Monroeville.
think, I mean, we're removing a recreational facility.
Yes, yes.
And in my opinion, it would be up to this council, though, my opinion would be for it to stay in the recreation type or the, in
That's what I'm
public.
saying. I'd like to see something done like, and there's, I mean, instead of putting it I know we have to pay a lot of bills and everything, but I'd like to see something done for the public. You're closing one thing, I'd like to see something else,
You know what,
open up
Bob?
or elaborate.
I would agree with you, but if we didn't have the infrastructure issues that we have, I'm just gonna give you my opinion. I think it's better going into infrastructure, road repair.
Well, there's
just
there's
how-
other,
I'd like to state an opinion
there's
also.
other alternatives available, too.
Sure.
I'd like to state an opinion also. When we constructed Monroeville Park, the new Monroeville Park, when we sold our sanitary sewer system with the $10 million and constructed that, there was a pool scheduled to be built in that facility. So why not take that money and put it towards building a pool?
See, that's
Well,
what,
why wasn't it
something like
done,
that.
why wasn't it done when that happened? What did the council?
I don't know.
back
I
then do
wasn't
with
on
that money?
council at that time.
I wasn't either, that's why I'm
They
asking.
diverted the money.
But I know in the prints prior to,
There was supposed to be
Oh,
a
yeah.
community
there
center
was
as well.
supposed to be a community center, a pool, and
So-
that was never constructed. But what
Right.
I'm saying is if we're taking parks money, why don't we invest it into the park?
That's what I'm saying.
So I
something
don't,
like
I don't
that.
know what the cost of a pole is, but couldn't we take an actuary and take a look and see how much it would cost to install a pole at our park?
I kind of thought
That
it would
way,
help out
all
all the
the
neighborhood
leagues, that
pools.
way, all the, aren't there teams and, we'll be displacing a lot of different,
Yeah, but there's also a lot of community pools that are having a hard time making ends meet.
Neighborhood.
It would help the neighborhood pools a ton to have the community members that go there kind of disperse into the
I
neighborhood
understand that, but
pools.
it's not a municipal pole.
Okay,
Well, currently it is,
it's not like there's no pools
and it's our
around.
taxpayers' money.
Right.
Well, so if I could, real quick, so Mr. Serafini, just so you're aware, that this motion is not to make that decision at
I
this
know what
point.
it is.
It's
for
only
the
to advertise it for next
advertising.
month.
But there wasn't too much said about it on Thursday night, and that's the first time I had heard about it, and I wanted to see a little more elaboration on it from you people tonight. And I'm getting a lot of feedback. And I agree with Steve here. And, things like that should be done for the municipality, other than putting it somewhere where it's not going to be seen or anything.
Right. Well, I mean, we have to continue
Seen on
to
the
attract,
roads.
continue to attract families here and.
Yes, I
and
agree.
for people to
And I
want to
know a
move
lot of
here.
people go down there from my neighborhood, which is right over the hill, close to Mr. Johns' ward. But,
Well, can we come to your house, Mr. John?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I have cold beer, too.
We can dam up neighbors quickly.
Well, once again, though, this is a motion just to advertise for the ordinance.
I know.
We'll speak more about it at next month's meeting, and then also that would just be to enter the agreement. When
But
we
I
talk
just-
about putting the money into facilities, that'd be a discussion even further down the road.
I understand that, but like I said, I just wanted to, since it was just put out there last week, I mean, I wanted to see some other people's reaction if they had the same reaction I had.
Well, let's put it this way, there'll be a lot of discussion on it. Certainly voice
I
your
hope so.
opinion at that time.
Thank you, I will.
Thank you, Mr. Serafini.